Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are, and most importantly, when you're watching this. Welcome to our deep dive into the complex world of the coffee trade. Today, we're going to explore the epic journey of a single coffee bean, from a remote plantation in Colombia all the way to your local hipster cafe in New York. So grab a cup of joe, sit back, and join us as we get to the heart of how global trade keeps us all caffeinated. Let's start our journey in the lush hills of the Huila region in Colombia, where coffee beans are grown under ideal conditions, high altitude, moderate temperatures, and plenty of rainfall. As you sip your latte in New York, or an espresso in Paris, remember that your beans have travelled thousands of miles, probably more than you ever will. Sad, I know. Harvesting coffee in Huila is no easy task. It's usually done by hand, with workers picking each cherry individually. Imagine the patience and dedication required to pick thousands of cherries each day, knowing that you're responsible for the survival of millions of caffeine addicts worldwide. Without you, productivity would plummet. Once picked, the cherries undergo a thorough makeover. No, not that kind. In Colombia, they're typically wet processed, where the pulp is removed using water. Afterwards, we're left with green coffee beans that are quite frankly a far cry from the rich, aromatic beans we know and love. Before the green coffee beans embark on their global journey, they're stored in large warehouses near the coffee farms. But they can't lounge around for too long. To ensure freshness, the beans must be transported as quickly as possible to their next destination. This is where the logistics of the coffee trade come into play. These containers are loaded onto large trucks that transport them from Huila to the port of Cartagena on Colombia's Caribbean coast. In Cartagena, the containers filled with green coffee beans are loaded onto massive cargo ships. Legend has it that you can smell these ships before you can see them. The ship then embarks on its voyage, heading north to the port of New York. Once they reach the port of New York, the beans face customs inspections to make sure they're not another kind of Colombian stimulant, and ensuring they meet all the necessary standards and regulations. After clearing customs, they're transported to roasting facilities in the city. This is where the magic happens. Roasting transforms the dull green seeds into the beautiful shiny brown beans we all adore. Roasting is an art form in itself, with subtle variations in temperature and duration resulting in different flavors and levels of caffeine potency. The roasted beans are then packed and shipped to various coffee shops in New York City. The beans might even pass through the hands of an importer or a wholesaler before they reach the final destination. Once in the coffee shop, the beans are ground and brewed into the glorious liquid that keeps us all functioning at a somewhat acceptable level. And it's here that we encounter the mustachioed hipster barista, our gateway to caffeine nirvana, who crafts your beverage with the precision of a surgeon. So there you have it. From the lush hills of Huila, Colombia, to the bustling streets of New York City, your coffee bean has experienced an incredible journey. It's travelled by truck, ship, and perhaps even train, overcoming countless logistical challenges and crossing international borders to make it to your cup. The next time you take a sip of coffee, take a moment to appreciate the intricate web of trade and labour that's gone into that single cup. Think about the farmers in Huila, the truck drivers in Colombia, the cargo ship crew, the custom officers in New York, and of course, your friendly neighbourhood barista. We hope you've enjoyed this caffeinated adventure and have gained a deeper understanding of the global journey that your coffee bean takes. It's an amazing story that's repeated millions of times every day, as people around the world wake up to a steaming cup of their favourite brew. So, cheers to the humble coffee bean, the unsung hero that powers our lives, fuels our creativity, and gives us a reason to roll out of bed each morning. And remember, when you feel guilty about that third cup of coffee today, just tell yourself you're supporting the global economy, one sip at a time.